Morning, magical souls. I just have a quick update for everybody. I've just been asked to download a message from the Akashic Record Keepers and Guides. They want to talk about the idea that the future is unwritten. So, the interesting thing that a lot of people say is that we have free will, and there's a lot of confusion about this subject. And to a large degree, we do have free will. We don't have to do anything that we don't want to do. However, there's a big however here. Okay, let's try and explain this concept. The reality is we don't have to do what we are supposed to do, but your life will become more and more difficult if you don't do certain things. So certain things are you've contracted as a soul contract. You've set forward in motion before you came forward into this body that you had to do certain things. And let's say, let's take the example of an artist. Why not? So, for example, both my parents were very worried that I was going to want to become an artist when I was older. So already when I was, I don't know, let's say 10, 11, 12, I was already creating art, and my parents didn't bother to go to parents' evenings, so they didn't see that my art was the main focus of the entire um, parents' evening. But it terrified them that I might want to pursue art as a career. And that made them move into a state of panic and insistence that I didn't do that work. So I eventually went into graphic design because both my parents thought that that was an acceptable career move and that didn't challenge them too much. However, in the background, consistently, my artistic skills have been clamoring to come out my whole life. So every time I was ill and sat at home away from school, for example, when I was little, I would draw and I would actually come up with better drawings when I wasn't well. Strangely, how sometimes your conscious mind, when it moves out of focus, you can actually create better things. So that's what it was like. But anyway, I'm getting a bit off topic here. I'm just saying that again and again and again, the need to be an artist came through me again and again and again. It wouldn't let go, no matter what I did. So eventually, the only time in the week that I had for a long time to myself was Sunday morning. So instead of going to church like other people might be doing, I don't know if you do go to church or not, that's your choice. My church was releasing my spiritual energy through creativity of art and painting and painting. So I would just say to you that if I don't paint, I become very unhappy. And certain people have noticed within themselves, if they don't do something, they become very unhappy. And that is um, the way that we're set up. So we're set up, okay, so I came forth knowing I needed to be an artist, and my parents didn't want me to. So the outside world was constantly telling me, no, 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 you can't do this. But my internal was saying, yes, 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 I must do this. And when I overcame their words and I put their words to one side and ignored what they were saying, suddenly I was able to create, and the art could actually flow out of me, flow forth, and I could start painting and channeling the energy of whatever I wanted to paint. So that was very interesting. So, so that's one subject. So think about if you've always wanted to do something. Like I've met so many people that are accountants because or lawyers, solicitors, because their parents or doctors want them to be that. But internally, they are dying inside because contractually, on a soul level, they know that that's not who they are. They are meant to be somebody else. So we do have certain things that are predetermined. But what I'm saying, why we have free will, is I could take as long as I wanted to get to my art. I could take as long as I wanted to let go of my parents' energy around the subject and then allow myself to be who I should be. And it's quite interesting because Even recently, I heard that a young lady, she was a millionaire at age 16 as an artist because both her parents supported her in that subject. So my parents' fear on the subject was completely unfounded. And I've always felt that their fear isn't real. It doesn't make any sense. I know if I know who I am. I have a strong work ethic. If I would make art and sell it, I would. That's who I am. And if I didn't sell traditional art, I would probably make prints and make fabric or something. I'm always looking for creative outlets for the energy to come out. So, um, so what I'm going back to the beginning of this call, I wanted to talk about how is the future determined? Is everything cast in stone? No, there are some laws or contracts that have underpinned our lives that we have to follow. And if we have a difficult person or a difficult outside world telling us no, and yet we know intrinsically this is who we are, we need to force ourselves to overcome that which is in our way. So I could see my parents as hurdles in my path to being who I really need to be. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that has helped you to understand about a little bit more about the future, how it works. The Akashic Record keepers and guides tell me all the time the future is unwritten. It is unwritten. However, they can often answer a question by saying this and this will most likely happen because they know your nature. So if you came to me and had a reading and you say, would this be a possible outcome? If they in the time that you're with me, they will announce that what is the most likely scenario for you in order for you to end up doing whatever you want to do. So that's how it works. You still have free will. And think about it this way. If you, the more you call on the archangels and the beings of 100% light to assist you, the faster you go through your journey and the quicker you overcome hurdles and see the bigger picture and see the reality of what life should be like for you. But the record keepers and guides are always adamant. We should be living our best lives. Okay. So think about what does your best life look like and start taking steps today to make that a reality. And I do wish you a very, very magical journey. Take care.